sports. It's in the game.
This is one of those offensive performances that I'll never forget. What a game.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Stroud off the play fake. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Play action. Here's Stroud. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Play action. Stroud now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. Touchdown! Dalton Schultz, 26 yards.
And the Texans march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw pulled in by Hopkins.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll get this out to his running back, P-Ryan. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
2nd and 7.
Here's Mahomes to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's got it. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes finding the talented DeAndre Hopkins.
And the Chiefs are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Taking a shot for Dell here.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A first carry for Samaje-Perine. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now here's Mahomes. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. These two teams all tied after 1. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. That is caught by Rice for a Kansas City touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Now they'll go play action here with Stroud. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Stroud and company going for it. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Now he's loose at the 40, and the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Oh, I think there was a little too much heat on that one. He's trying to hit his running back out of the backfield. Normally you want to get the ball to them in stride. But here, this one's coming in hot. And it tips off his hands and into the arms of the defender.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He'll drop it off to Perine, complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
2nd and a couple. Mahomes now to throw. He finds Pirine out of the backfield. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Trying for it with Pirine. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. First down, they go back to Pirine. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, here's Mahomes. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They run it with Pirine on first down. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Pirine is in. Touchdown, Chiefs. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On second down, it's Stroud. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Final play of the half, Stroud. That's caught again by Schultz. And he's got this down to the 35. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Mahomes now on first down. Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the... It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Steel City at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And we are underway from Pittsburgh. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. First carry for Najee Harris. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They hand off to their big tight end. Give them 3 yards there on the first down pickup.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Harris running straight ahead, and he'll fight forward on the straight ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play. The decision that time was to keep it, and not a great one. Once he got out right with the football, there was just nowhere to go.
And I felt bad for his offensive line there because their job is to create creases, right? Create openings. But if those defenders keep their shoulders square to the line of scrimmage and refuse to be budged,
but he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. George Pickens, 60 yards. And the Steelers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Stroud sets up the play action. Rolling to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Here's Stroud. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
4th down, here's Stroud. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time.
Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Stroud now on 2nd down. They'll let this go deep for Collins. And that's caught inside the 35. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Stroud. Out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away.
The wise move there, looked like nobody open. Now second down.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
Touchdown, Houston.
Joe Mixon, 33 yards. And the Texans have got it back to within a score.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. To the right side and intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. They go play action now. Wilson.
He's got this to Pickens.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
Photo run show Fatukasi there on the tackle. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 5.
Play action. Now Wilson.
That swung out wide to Harris.
No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
They go play action with Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. the play fake. Here's Wilson.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On second down, this is Harris. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
On third down, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They run again with Harris. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now 2nd and 5. Now it's Wilson. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down as he gets this down to the 13-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the 9, 2nd and 5. Now Wilson. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Washington. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Steelers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust.
That's caught inside the 20. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Second down and 4. A shotgun snap to Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Stephon Diggs. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now a 3rd and 6. Stroud looking to throw. On the move to his left. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Now Stroud. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. Stroud off the play fake. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. This 2nd and 4. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Here now, 2nd and 4. Again, it's Mixon. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the third. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, and he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Najee Harris. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers have retaken a third quarter lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Play action. Here's Stroud. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. The terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. They'll let this go deep for Collins. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They'll run again with Harris. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
Well, they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On the give, this is Harris, and he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. Boswell's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Stroud to throw it. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Stephon Diggs. Touchdown, Texans. Stephon Diggs, 75 yards.
And the Texans have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we?
And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
Now run straight ahead with Warren.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Here comes 2nd down and 5.
Now here's another carry for Harris.
And this is going to be a Steelers 1st down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
Just the 1 timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10.
They run with Harris. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
This is Harris.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Here's 1st down.
Now Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
2nd and 6 coming up. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. This from 52, and this for the win. And his kick is good. From 52 yards away, he gets it to go. And the Steelers have won the game. We all just got a heck of a show, partner. EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. From NRG Stadium in Houston. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Play action. Stroud now. He's got it to Collins, complete. A big play there on the first play of the game. 42 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 33. Another one caught by Collins. Touchdown. Nico Collins, 33 yards. And the Texans need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Gets this to the former Texan, DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll finally be taken down, but he gets inside the Houston 20. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Sliding out of the pocket. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10. So now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Hunt will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown.
And that is a great answer here offensively in this first quarter. You start the game flat, your defense gives up a quick touchdown, but you turn right around and take it down the field yourself quickly and finish with the touchdown run. This could be a game of offense. We've seen 2 sharp drives in the first few minutes.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
That is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And Stroud now to throw. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. They juked him.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's Pacheco once again. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 15-yard line. Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And here he'll get it down to the 7. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. These two teams all tied after 1. 3rd down and 1. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of the tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Stroud now on 1st and 10. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Again, it's Stroud. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 5. Again, it's Pacheco. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Pacheco gets it up the gut. Mario Edwards Jr. there to bring him down. 2nd and 9. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes finding the talented DeAndre Hopkins. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver
And that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And Frank,
and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston.
Joe Mixon,
62 yards.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown.
Xavier Worthy, 75 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now up to 14. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And he returns this to the 22.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Stroud's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Fighting him off. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
Joe Mixon.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Joe Mixon
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Texans have cut it back within a score.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 42 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
On first down, Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Xavier Worthy. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Butker now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
First and 10, it's Stroud. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
They're going for it. Here's Stroud.
Flush to his right.
And Stroud wisely slides down safely after picking up the first down.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Final play of the half. Stroud taking a shot for Dell here. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Trent McDuffie with a pick, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you. Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
And the half will begin with a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up.
Pacheco gets it again on second down.
And he'll be brought. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 42. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now Mahomes gives to Hunt. They'll get this down to the 38.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
A run by Pacheco on second down. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 20. From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they will... It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry all alone. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, 75 yards. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Toss right side to Pacheco. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. That's laid out deep for Rice. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They're going to try and throw. That's to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Xavier Worthy, 49 yards. And the Chiefs respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And
Derrick Henry all alone. inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded in the end zone. He'll opt not to bring it out. A touchback, and they'll begin at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They run again with Hunt. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Can we just take that run and turn it into kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Second and 6. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
He had to fight for every yard on that run, shook himself free of a tackle, and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. Pacheco once more. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Butker on for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It's going to be pretty tough for them to match their efficiency, Charles, with that last possession, needing only the one play to find the end zone on the rushing touchdown.
Yeah, they got that together collectively, didn't they? Total group effort. Although the guy toting the rock, he gets all the credit. It was blocked up so well. The only thing stopping him was running into the goalpost in the back of the end zone.
166 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A first down carry for Henry. Derrick Henry all alone. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now this guy can be everywhere. Kyle Hamilton getting there to drop him for a loss. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They go play fake. Mahomes. That's laid out deep for Rice. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Henry up the middle. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Henry again on 2nd down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Second down and 3. Ball on the 7.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Mahomes now on first down. And this one is incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to wind up and air it out.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Here's Pacheco once again, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. This is caught. It's Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards, the final tally.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the counter, Hunt. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Now 2nd and 9. Now Mahomes gives to Hunt. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down, escaping the pressure right. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Travis Kelce, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And oh, it's wide right. No good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a handoff to Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down. Again, it's Henry. Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And, oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This to make it a 2-score game. Tucker's kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Looking downfield for Kelsey. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 54 yards. Pacheco gets it up the gut, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. Now a 2nd and 6. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he has the Ravens 1st down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So he jumped as a safety. You might know a thing or two about that from your playing days.
Well, I remember creeping up near the line of scrimmage on certain blitzes or certain coverages. Never jumped off sides, though.
Not once?
Not once. I wish I had a few times. It would have stopped some of those plays I got toasted up on.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? He moved from your former position senior year, strong safety.
Yeah, sometimes they get you up near the line of scrimmage or you're trying to time up a blitz. You've got to get it right, otherwise that flag comes out and you just cost your team some yardage.